Hey guys, just wanted to let you know there's a link in the description for a 100% discount on the first month of MANYCHAT's Pro plan. If you're interested, check it out in the description below. Let's take a look at how automations work in this program called MANYCHAT. In the automation section, we could create new custom automations, but we'll use a template. If you go to the home section, you'll find various recommended options. Explore all templates, like Instagram in this case, but this applies to any app automation you want, such as WhatsApp, email, or whatever you need. We'll go to automatic menu links, where there's a small example of how a chatbot automation works. First, like any automation, it has a trigger, the when part, which is basically the event that can have different options. For example, triggers could be user comments on your posts or reels, replies to your stories, direct messages, clicks on specific Instagram ads, comments during your live streams, or clicks on referral links. When any of these triggers activate, it'll immediately start the process of sending a series of messages. For instance, if a user comments on a post or reel, it'll automatically send this message here, expressing excitement about sharing the offer. You can see the product being shared. After this trigger, there's another set. If the person clicks the product, it'll send another message with the specific product link. It's set a 60-second timer here, and when time's up, it'll send the next message. This is basically how automation works. Trigger to trigger, one thing happens, then another, and so on. You can customize it as you like, based on your needs and your company's operations. Moreover, within the triggers, we have various options and different triggers we can use. It's not just this one, for example, where you create a button that sends you to another message. No, we could add more triggers. If we go to the links section here and scroll, we can set a different trigger. For instance, we can drag and drop, and here we have various triggers: Instagram, AI, actions, conditions, like if X happens, then Y. So now we can set up a smart delay that basically acts as a timer. As you can see here, for example, duration of delay. You can use all these options. Then there's the cancel section, which is useful if you make a mistake. On Instagram, as you can see, you have many options like adding text, sending an image, waiting to send a message, or collecting data. These are all things that can happen after a trigger. Finally, we have the condition and action sections. In the condition section, we simply add a condition, like if they follow your Instagram account. Then you can set what happens based on that condition. If true, one thing happens. If false, something else happens. You can organize this as you like. After this, you'd save your automation. Once created, click the blue button in the top right to activate it. After saving, if you exit here and go to automations, you'll see the auto Ripley automation. It's off now, but we can turn it on. Once it's on, it'll work constantly, triggering every time that specific event occurs. How can we automate our Instagram with MANYCHAT? We're on the main page. I've connected my Instagram. If you don't know how, go to settings, find Instagram, and connect. You can do this with TikTok, WhatsApp, all of them. What we'll do next is go to home and click explore all templates. Okay, explore all templates. As you can see, we have many different templates here that we can use. Some are more popular, others less so. They help us create automations without doing everything manually, which makes life much easier. There's also a create with AI section where you can write what automation you want to create and start building it. For this part, we'll first create our automations with AI. I'll explain a bit. I've explained what we want to do and our work's focus. I told him I want to automate responses to my followers, and he asked about my main goals for this automation. I'll say I'm looking for more leads. As you can see, he'll automatically give us a list of automation options like getting more emails, contacts, answering FAQs, or replying with a link. I'll choose answering FAQs. He'll ask which questions we want to address. Let's use the example question of product pricing. He'll then ask for the link or response we want to provide to that person. In this case, you can create different responses. I'll give an answer about the price and include a link. As you can see, with everything I've created, it's already starting to automate. In fact, it's done it for us. Basically, it's set up so that when a user sends a message, it will respond like this. Now, I'll show you how you can create any automation you want from here. After this, we have options to add a new trigger or step. Adding a trigger means if the message is ours or something else happens in the chat, we could cause this effect. For example, I've set it so if someone comments on our live stream, we can set the message value. The trigger is if the message says something specific like price, for instance. Let's revisit this answer, but we also have options. For instance, we can set it up so that if the message contains certain words, it triggers an action. For example, if the message contains the word price, it automatically generates this trigger here. If you've accidentally set a trigger or want to remove one that's no longer needed, just click here, then here, and you'll delete that trigger automatically. This cleans up your setup. For the next step, you could add a condition. To do this, come here, click, and add a condition. For example, you could set it so that if a contact follows you, it automatically triggers an action, like sending them your website link or any other link you prefer, or any text you want. This way, we've created a super simple AI-powered automation for Instagram.